I did not know who my parents were, nor did I ever experience any type of maternal or paternal love. I always thought that we humans came from the hospital. Since the beginning of my memory, I always thought that the 23 brothers that were brought up by several teachers whom we show completely obedience to is my home. Everything seems quite fair and balanced in life. We had all the necessities we needed: porridges that filled our stomach, waters that quenches our thirst, blankets that kept us warm from stormy weather, and books that killed time through the endless and rigid routine. Life happiness came from the family I had there, the group of brothers that we adventure with. After entering high school, I realized my cognitions before are wrong. We children in orphanage are not siblings, just pathetic and homeless orphans. That moment on, it felt like I took a bite on the forbidden apple. The sudden realization that I had no parents overwhelmed my teenage heart. I did what any rebellious teenager would do. I ran away from the orphanage. It did not work really well for me. The orphanage called the authorities, and I was sent into a brothel institution for some reformation and therapy. With my defiant behavior, it wasn't surprising that no university accepted my application. I decided to give up education and start making coins. My goal is to be financially independent. I was so desperate to be dissociated with my childhood. I tried to do everything I could to cover it up. I took 5 part-time jobs and literally did everything I could to get paid. The need for my own self-worth was insatiable. I thought the more I make, the better I will feel about myself. There will be a reason for me to be loved. I had such a tragic memory until I met my girlfriend. Same as me, she is an orphan too. However, she cherishes everything she owns, always looks on the bright side even though the world didn't treat her well. She reminded me of the innocence I buried so deep. I felt obligated to protect her from the cruel truths of reality. I cared for her and wanted to guard her smile. She was like an angel in my life, shedding hope to me in the middle of the hell. That moment I knew that I found a soulmate. She was an angel God sent to regain faith in life. Once again, there was purpose for living. It was like a transformation of black and white TV to HD films. My future seems crystal clear. I need to get myself together because I know I don't only live for myself anymore. We are a unity, 2 inseparable souls as one. I would say that my situation is as right as rain now, but there is still something stuck in the back of my mind, haunting me. I felt really bad about the horrible decisions I made with people I grew up with, my family. Regret of treating my brothers badly in the past. I really want to make it up to them. But before I met my wife, I did not know how or where to start. Through her support, I finally built up the strength to reach out my family and apologize for my behavior. Surprisingly, they did not hold grudges. Instead, they gave me a big hug and welcomed me home like nothing had happened. This is the second time I had experienced this type of unconditional love, and it made me cherish it even more. God didn't give me parents, but I was blessed with a huge family, and that was more than enough. Though it seems that I had a tough early life, it got better and better. Every year I felt progression, and as time passed, I eased off a bit. After 40 years of hard work, I saved some money and prepared to travel around the world with my wife. I have nothing more to ask for my whole life. Whenever I arrived at some world-famous attractions, I am ever so grateful for the opportunity I get this lifetime. Not only because I get to see this historical monument, but also I get to experience it with the love of my life by my side. After our world adventure, I realized that life is a tragedy when seen close up, but a comedy in a long shot. It was a time for me to face my grudges I had in the past. The last stop of the trip was where I came from, the orphanage. It took a lot of courage for me to come back and accept my humble beginning. Home is not a place you live as a child, but where you store your heart and innocence. Although I made it up with my brothers, I still hadn't stepped foot in here. It is time to rip up the band-aid and have full acceptance of who I am as a person, the present and the past. I was honored to be invited to give a speech to kids there and encourage them that even though life seems hard now, they are going to make it through the rain. In the end, I held my wife's hand tightly and announced, "If we can do this, so can you. I am satisfied with everything I have. With the limited time in our hands, we wanted to send a message that no matter how unloved we felt, it is far from the truth. Pause, look around, and observe. There are plenty of loved ones around us. We don't get to choose a lot of things in life, especially upbringing. Our only healthy choice is to work with what we've got. As a human with free will, it is our superpower to create the life we wanted. Through the positivity sent by our story, we want to inspire people that no matter how difficult it may seem right now, everything happens for a reason. Chin up, head high, and you will make it through.
Many people will come and go in your life, but only true ones will leave footprints in your heart.
Although he is not perfect, but I still love him because we are family.
Life is a tragedy when seen in close up, but a comedy in long shot.
While there is life, there is hope.
Life is not fair and then you die.